In today's video, I'm going to teach you two really easy and simple ways to access Microsoft Copilot from your iPhone. Of course, if you have an Android phone, these steps are pretty much identical, except for the fact that you would use the Google Play Store instead of the Apple App Store on your iPhone. And if you do like this video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. And if you want to supercharge raise your computer, hit that subscribe button as well. With that being said, let's get into this. The first way of accessing Copilot is simply by going into the App Store and typing in Copilot. And you see the first option there is Microsoft Copilot. We're going to open this up, and then you see here Microsoft Copilot, your everyday AI companion. We're simply going to select on Get and download this app. It'll take a few minutes to download, of course, depending on your internet speed. And then once you're done, you have the Copilot app installed. You can see that the Copilot app is now installed, and I'm simply going to select on Open to launch the app for the first time. It's going to ask if you want to allow this to track across different websites and applications, as well as using your location. For the location section, I select on only while using the app. And then for asking it to track, I ask the app not to track, but obviously you can set this up the way you want. Next, I'm simply going to select on continue. And then you'll see here that you basically launched into Copilot, but there are a few things that I want to walk you through. In the top left-hand corner, you have the option of signing in. I would recommend signing in because it just means that you can sync it across your different browsers and different devices. And then you can see there's a button here that says use GPT-4. I would recommend turning that on as well. So you do use Chat GPT-4, and it tells you it might be a bit more slower, but it will be a bit more creative. Of course, I'd recommend keeping it on, but obviously trying it for yourself to see whether you prefer using GPT-4 or the GPT 3.5. Now I'm going to select on the sign in option. It's going to ask me to sign in with my account. And of course, from here, you can also set some of the permissions, the regions, the theme, if you want it on light, dark, or automatic. I usually keep it in dark mode, but for this video, I'm going to turn it into light theme. Makes it easy for you guys to see. Let me jump back to that app. And I'm going to select to sign in with my account. And there you go, I've already signed in. It's just going to say just a moment, and you see my profile photo has loaded here. And then of course it gives you some ideas of what you can do, things like a riddle, a poem, a fable. In the top right hand corner, you have the ellipses, the three dots, and this allows you to start a new topic if you wanted to refresh what you're talking about. You have the feedback button where you can give feedback directly back to Microsoft. And of course, you have the option of show all tones. And this will give you you'll see here that it actually popped up with the three tones of more creative, more balanced, or more precise. And you can go through and select how you want your answers to be. If you don't want this here, you can of course go on the ellipses and go hide all tones as well. Down the bottom, you do have the prompts here, and this will change depending on what you ask it. And you have a few different inputs as well. The speech bubble in the bottom left is actually just opening up into the Ask Me section where you can ask it a question. If I get out of that really quickly, done. You also see if you select on Ask Me Anything, that's where you can type in as well. But then you also have two other ways of inputting. You can of course type into it, but then you can actually choose to use the camera. And this is going to ask if you would like to use the camera. I'm going to say okay, because I think this is really quite cool, because then from here you can do things like chat, search, and QR code. And you can also add in import photos in the bottom left hand corner. I'm actually going to grab my mouse here, take a photo of the mouse. It's going to import the photo, and I'm just going to say, what is this product? Hit search, and then let's see what the answer comes back with. So you can see here it's already picked up the Logi brand. It says Logitech wireless computer mouse, and then it's given me a basic description of the mouse here, but it hasn't actually found out this is the MX Master 3, but it does give you a few responses here. And you hit stop responding, and then of course you can go through, you can like, you can dislike, or you can copy that that answer. The other way of interacting with this, aside from typing in, of course, is by using the microphone, where you can ask it a question. So of course, when you select on the microphone for the first time, it is going to ask for permission to use your microphone. You simply select on OK. Tell me 5 things I can do with Microsoft Copilot on the iPhone. You can see there that the dictation was not perfect, but let's actually see what it comes up with as an answer.
Certainly. Here are 5 things you can do with the marks of Copilot on your iPhone. Draft emails. Quickly compose and format professional emails. Compose stories.
You can hear that because I spoke into Copilot instead of typing into it, it actually started dictating back to me and talking to me the answers instead of just letting me read it off the screen, which is really quite cool as well. But that is basically a quick rundown of the Copilot application on your iPhone. I did say there was a second way of accessing Copilot. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Of course, that if you do just want to keep it this way, go find Copilot in your app library, grab the app, add it to your home screen, and then you can move it around. And you can see we have Copilot right there. Select on it, and it's going to launch straight up. The other way of accessing Copilot is actually using the Bing app. So we're going back into the App Store. I'll get out of here, and I'll just search for Bing and hit search. And you can see here, Bing is Bing Chat with AI and GPT-4. I'm going to download this application. And of course, you can also use the Microsoft Edge web browser as a third way of accessing Microsoft Copilot on your iPhone. But for today's example, we're just going to use Bing as well as the Copilot app. Let's open that up. It's going to ask the same questions. Do you want notifications? I'm going to say no for now. I'm going to ask it not to track, and then I'm simply going to select on continue. The big difference between using the Copilot app and using Bing is that, well, you'll see here, this is basically the exact same layout as the Copilot app. But if we go back, for example, in the top left-hand corner, you can, of course, choose to select on your profile, and it will sign you in or sign you out. And then the difference here really is the fact that Bing has more features than Copilot. The search option will actually take you through, it's giving you trending things like that, things that are trending on Bing. But then, of course, if you scroll down, it gives you more information about the weather. It gives you top stories. It gives you rewards and things like that. It gives you access to the DALL-E image creator and wallpapers. So really, the Bing app gives you more than the Microsoft Copilot app. And then if you select on the chat bubble, this will launch you into the AI-powered Copilot for the web, which is another way of accessing Copilot by simply opening up that Bing app. I'll do it from the start. And then from here, selecting on the chat icon, and this pulls you into the GPT-4 or the Microsoft Copilot conversational screen. And then you can, of course, choose to use GPT-4 or use GPT 3.5 by turning this on or off. I'd recommend downloading both of them and seeing which application you prefer. I like the Copilot app because it's quite simple. Really, it just has one function. But if you do like getting a lot more information from a single source like the Bing app, like if you want weather and top stories and things like that, the Bing app might actually be better for you instead. One thing I'll point out in the Bing app is that in the top right-hand corner, you actually have that same camera and microphone icon as well. So you don't have to just type into it. You can, of course, add images, photos, and speak into it. And you do have things like your news tab down the bottom, where it gives you customized news. You can have different tabs. And then, of course, there are different applications here as well. I'd recommend having a play around with both of these programs. And let me know which one you prefer in the comment section down below. And there you have it. Those are 2 ways of how you can easily access Microsoft Copilot on your iPhone or, of course, on your Android phone by using the Copilot app or by using the Bing app. Let me know which you prefer in the comment section down below. And of course, if you like this video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. And if you're going to supercharge the ways your computer, hit that subscribe button as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.